Maharaj, Hare Krishna. First of all, give a very round of applause for Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti. One thing I request everybody to use up the spaces because people, devotees would keep coming in. Please request to use as much space as we can. And the states can come forward if they want to. Maharaj, by all means, also, if it's very good to have the kids in the front to Maharaj. In case kids become a bit restless, there is some activities they can do upstairs. All the kids come in the front. So all the kids come in the front. Saurabh, you want to come in the front if you want? Yes. So we. Okay. So yes. So before we introduce Maharaj, I would like to introduce you all to another guest that we have here. His Grace Neil Madhav Prabhu. He is the temple president of this one, Bhakti temple. Program that we started in Frederick, the one program that we've been having for over, I think, 6 months now. It was his desire, his vision that we have to reach out to all the people in Frederick area. So that's a big vision that he has, and I would request him to come forward. Please introduce Maharaj and also share a few words about his vision. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. It's a wonderful occasion today that when our highest sadhu says it, love matra sadhu san, when a special saint comes and just even moments of it, not even moments, half a moment of association with sadhu can take away all your sins from lifetime. So Maharaj is a very, very eligible soul. It's amazing that he's so well qualified. He's a marine engineer actually, and then he joined merchant navy. How liquidated all this stuff. But he met his Guru there more than close to 30 years back and left everything and just surrender completely to Krishna, inspired by all this stuff. So under Maharaj's leadership, ISKCON has progressed huge wise. He's the president of two temples in India. Manage one temple is difficult. He's amalgamating two temples, and 50 more temples he's working on construction. Vrindavan Institute Higher Education. In Vrindavan, he's a teacher and teaches very deep body of philosophy, how to love Krishna and everything in a deep way, actually. So many qualifications. He travels all over the world. He's a huge fan following in India. Like thousand people are just inspired from him. And this is the first trip to US. And the response has been so mind-boggling. I think we got for 5-6 days next year. I don't know if we can get a few days from Maharaj because so many people are inspired and want to invite Maharaj. Canada, everybody's doing that. So we're so blessed. And we're just talking about Frederick. I was telling Maharaj, Frederick community is coming so nice, very sweet congregation. Both Prabhu and Mataji are doing Shabati and Praise. It was just a great job. I think there's so much potential for Frederick to expand because everyone is waiting to get this Krishna Bhakti. Everyone is distressed. And we need to just get connected with that one. And we have such big aspirations for Frederick. Right now, we open a farm here, Frederick Farm, so that we can connect with devotees. And as I was telling Prabhuji Mataji, that as we have increased congregation, we'll open a preaching center. We'll open up a center also where you can have a evening classes, restaurant, and everything. Kids have activities also, hopefully for next year, if Krishna so desires. So a lot of activities. Congratulations all of you that you just came here. You could be anywhere else, but you just came here, and that's the biggest achievement you have done. And what better than association with somebody like Maharaj who's so eternally qualified and to bless everybody liberation split seconds. So, nothing to us.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namaskrityam
Chaiva Narottamam
Chaiva
Denim Saraswati Vyasam
Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayam Diraye Astatraye Sharatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Tirthati Naishteki Odya Virandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuromilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Visham Samvidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadanayam Tadayati Swavadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sahajatam Sahavaradavam Vidam Sajivam Sadvaitam Samvadutam Parijanam Salitam Vishnu Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Bhagan Sagadavaitam Sri Visakamitamsya Namo Vishnu Padaya Vishnu Krishaya Bhutale Sri Bhakti Veda Name Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurani Prachari Nirvishesha Sunyavanti Pradesatamati Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Nityanamine Srivartavanavi Devi Ekaya Kripathaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryokshalate Madhya Sri Rupanada Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vikrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanada Viruddham सिद्धान्तत्वान्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय तात्काद्वैराग्यमूर्तये ते प्रलम्बारसाम्भोरे पादाम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगायते गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देशा सज्जनप्रियः वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च
पण्डितानां वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महागण्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरकिशोरे नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते जयतां शरदोद्वन्द्वन् मामन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वामदाम्बोजो राधामदनमोहन दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो दष्ट्रालुविसेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भे वंशे वटतटस्थितः कर्षं वेणु समेर्कोऽपि गोपीनाथः श्रियेस्तु नः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौरवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
हरे कृष्ण
How many of you know who is Vyasa? Very good. You know. Can you tell his pranam mantra? Just I know Vyasa. But you should do pranam. Simple. You should offer obeisance. Yes. First sloka Bhagavatam, that is Mangalacharan from Bhagavatam. It is not exactly pranam mantra. It is a very famous one. Hmm. Yes, everybody. Yes, he wrote all the Vedas. He wrote the Bhagavatam in Sanskrit. Very good. Very good. Why Vyasa is called Vyasa? Vyasa, yes. Yes, he is a literary incarnation of the Lord, yes. Yeah, he Shakti Avishavatar. Very good, yeah. Lot of Panditas here.
He organized the Vedas.
He organized the Vedas very good. He edited the Vedas. Very good. So much of information about Vyasa. Who is Vyasa's mother? Vyasa's mother? I don't know.
Satyavati.
Oh, very good. Satyavati. Very good. Vyasa's mother is Satyavati. Who is his father? Yes. Parasharam. Very good. Parasharam. So Vyasa, lot of information came from Lord Vyasa. I did not say anything. You only lot of information came from Vyasa. So let us chant some pranam mantra of Vyasa. Because he is author of what? Srimad Bhagavatam. And you are asked to speak something on Srimad Bhagavatam. How many of you were there in yesterday's class? You were there. Yesterday evening, we had a class. Only you were there. Okay. So yesterday we had a class in English and Telugu together. ఎంతమంది తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ 70%. నిన్న తెలుగు గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాం. తెలుగు భాషకి భాగవతానికి సంబంధం చెప్తుంది. తెలుగు కొంచెం వ్యాస గురించి చెప్తుంది. వ్యాస రియలైజేషన్ సబ్జెక్ట్ మ్యాటర్. Vyasa realization. So for that we should know Vyasa's pranam mantra, and most of you know the pranam mantra. All the Telugu people know, but still they don't know. Jananda Pinchana. Even though knowing, they don't know. Please stand up. Vyasam Ashishtanaptaram.
Vyasam Ashishtanaptaram.
Shakte Putravakarmasham. Parasharatmajam Vande. Sukadatam Tabonidhim. Because South Indians, they grew up hearing Vishnu Sahasra mind. And Vishnu Sahasra initially is Vyasa, this pranam mantra. The another pranam mantra. I'll give a hint. Everybody keep quiet. He knows it. Vyasaya. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. Namo Vai Brahmanidaye. Oh, Vasishthaye Namo. There are two pranam mantras. Of course, there are many pranam mantras, but these are the two primary pranam mantras. But another pranam mantra is also there. That also you know very well. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. Ullara Tapatra Netraha. Yena Tvaya Bharataiva Purnaha. Yena Tvaya Bharataiva Purnaha. Prajvalito Pradeepaha. So these are the three pranam. Of course, hundreds are there, but three are enough. If you eat more, what will happen? Indigestion. Though it is very tasty, but if you eat more, indigestion happens. So three pranam mantras. Vyasam Ashishtanaptaram Shakte Potramakarmasham Paragavatmajam Mande Sukadatum Tapodati. You know, there was a great sage called Vasishta. He had one Gurukul, and that Gurukul had a minimum of 16,000 students. How many? 16,000. And the education was free, including food. Yes. And then only you can be called as the Kulapati. When you are able to teach anything under the sky to a minimum of 16,000 students and feed them, then you are called what? Then that becomes a Gurukul. In the age of Kali, 16 are enough. So that's how the Gurukul as well. And he used to feed all the children because he had one cow. What was the cow? Kamadini. And this would supply whatever was desired. Kama means desire. You want idli, it will give you. If you want dosas, it will give dosas. If you want doklas. So in his Gurukul, there are South Indians were there, Gujaratis were there, the Bengalis were there, Afghanistan, people from Afghanistan were there, people from Iran were there, and people from Syria were there. Yes. Once upon a time in Syria, it was the headquarters for all the Brahmins. Yes. Yeah, people from Far East, Indonesia, China were there. So many people, even people from America were there. Oh, at that time, were there? There were only cannibals here. Red Indians were there. They were all killed. What to do? Europeans came and killed them. And then said, oh, we are put a statue of liberty. Now it's free now. You kill people and then sit in a free country. Somebody comes to your house and kills you and says, now we are free, you can do anything. We are known for freedom, it's liberty, freedom, liberty. You can take liberties here. So crazy, isn't it? So, and what was taught in Vasishta's Gurukul? What was taught? What did I say? Anything under the sky. What did I say? Anything under the sky. How to make pizzas. All the way to neuroscience, biotechnology. You name it. You name a subject that was taught. Horse riding, so space science, you name it. Huh? Archery also? Yes, archery, Dhanurveda. All the Vedic knowledge can be divided into two parts. One is called material, other is called. So what is material knowledge? Yesterday I told you. What is material knowledge? Material knowledge means how to live in this world. Material knowledge means what? Spiritual knowledge means how to get out of it. Which one you want? Spiritual knowledge or material knowledge? Should you get out of this world? They're so frustrated, the schools, the parents. I want to get out now. Give me spiritual knowledge. But what to do? So your mother is interested in sending you to Putana. In a school, the Putana teacher comes. So what to do? Prabhupada said the school is slaughterhouses. And then the parents are so interested in sending your children to slaughterhouse. What to do? They are slaughterhouses. Because the brains are slaughtered. They're not encouraged to inquire. If they ask any question, they say out of syllabus, they didn't come in the exam. Just study this much only. Don't ask anything else. No. So Vedas have got two aspects of knowledge. One is what? Material knowledge. Material knowledge means how to live in this world. And spiritual knowledge means how to get out of this world. Now in the material knowledge, there are three aspects. The three aspects of it. How to enjoy. What is it? How to be healthy. Because if you have a lot of enjoyment, if you're not healthy, can you enjoy? You have a big plate of Tappan Bogis there in front of you. You have doklas, you have idlis. You have rasgullas and gulab jamuns. You have halwa. You have puri, you have undio. You have sambar, you have rice. You have all these things. But you have constipation. Can you? You cannot. So you can only enjoy when you are healthy. Now you have enjoyment, you are very healthy and you are enjoying. At that time, a terrorist comes. Can you enjoy? No. So you require what? Security. These three things. Material life means only thing. Enjoyment, number two, health, and security. For enjoyment, the knowledge in the Veda, the branch of knowledge in Veda which talks about enjoyment is what? Gandharva Veda. What is it? You name a subject matter of enjoyment. You want to build a house, you want to make some food, you name it. Singing, dance, all the sciences come under what? Gandharva Veda. And to maintain good health, what you require? Which Veda? Ayurveda. Second is what? So the modern day science called medicine, it's called allopathy. That is not science at all. Very unfortunate what to do. You want your children to become doctors, but they become donkeys and come out. It's not. They're not doctors. They don't know what is science. They don't know what they don't know what is body. Our body is made up of what?
5 elements.
5 elements. Very good. Wonderful. At least he knows that. The doctors don't know that. Yes.
Water, fire,
Yes. Earth, water, fire, air. The gross body is made up of what? Earth, water, fire, air. So the combination of earth and water is known as kapha. What is it? Kapha. And the combination of water and fire is known as pitta. What is it? Pitta. And the combination of air and then ether is known as vata. What is it? So ultimately the 5 become what? 3 elements. What are they? Kapha, pitta and vata. So when you go to an Ayurvedic doctor, then this Ayurvedic doctor, you want to say something, he says, keep quiet. He takes your hand. And then what does he do? He places 3 fingers. Number 1, 2, and 3. Kapha, pitta, and vata. And this. In 2 minutes, he will tell you what is your problem. Everything he will tell. There are some doctors, they will even tell what did you have for breakfast day for yesterday morning. Just by, they can tell everything. They don't require a stethoscope, neither you require any of the lab test, blood test, nothing is required. And they'll give you a big medicine. You know what is that medicine? Herbs. One person, one devotee, he went to many doctors. He had some stomach problem. And he spent more than 50,000 rupees going to different doctors, finding out different medicines. Nothing is happening. Then he just came to me. And I told, what happened? He stomach, just checked. And he had a severe constipation. And the constipation is because of some gas, that's all. It is because of vata. I told that, do you have lemon in your house? He told, yes. I told, go and drink lemon water. He drank lemon water. Problem gone. So, this is science. It is real science. Ayurveda is real science. I'll give you a small example how the modern day doctors or the allopathy is not a science at all. It is only fiction. They only try out different things, experimentally. How, when you go to your hospital and then tell, how is my grandmother, doctor? The doctor says, your grandmother is unconscious. And then after a couple of days, they come and ask, how is my grandmother? Now she has come back to consciousness. Now you go and ask the doctor, doctor, can you explain me what is consciousness? Can you able to explain? Yes.
To be alive.
To be alive. Yes.
To be aware of something.
To be aware of something. So what is the thing which makes you aware of something? So does the doctor know about Krishna? So that means he doesn't have any science. There isn't one. But he's saying consciousness, he's unconscious, he's conscious, unconscious, but doesn't have any idea what is consciousness. Because they think consciousness is just a product of matter. And that is the reason these doctors, they have no idea of what is body, what is life, what is death, have no idea. How can this be called science? So you have the Angara Veda, material knowledge. The first aspect of material knowledge is what? Angara Veda, enjoy. How will you enjoy? When you are having health. How do you have good health by following what? You should have Ayurveda. And then for security, what you're supposed to have? Dhanurveda. So these are the three basic branches in the material knowledge. And on the other side, you have what knowledge?
Spiritual knowledge.
How to
How to get out of
get out of this world. So Vyasa wrote spiritual knowledge also in the Vedic literatures. The spiritual knowledge is primarily found in the Upanishads. What is that book? There are 1,130 Upanishads originally, but many of them were lost. So in these Upanishads, there is a knowledge to identify that you are not this body, you are spirit soul.
your spirit soul.
So do you remember what I told on your sister's birthday in your house? Yeah, I explained something about birthday. What you were supposed to sing on birthday? Yeah, can you tell? To your body. Why on that day who is born?
Your body.
Body is born. So what you should say? What you should sing on that day? Happy birthday to your body, isn't it? Huh? It's not you. You are not born because you were there 100 years before also. And you'll be there 100 years later also. Who is born on that day?
Your body.
Body. So not to identify that I am not this body, so that is called spiritual. Now, what happened was Vyasa, he wrote all the knowledge. That is, we should know something about Vyasa. In Vashishta's Gurukul, all these were taught. You name a subject matter, it was taught. And one day, a king came. His name was Kaushika. He had 10,000 huge army. And they were passing through the forest near Vashishta's Gurukul. And they felt thirsty, so let us go and then get some water. And Vashishta welcomed the king, Kaushika. And he told you, wait for some time, then we'll serve you food. Because of Kamadeva, so many varieties of food items were there. Vashishta, Gurukul, and all the students, they served 10,000 soldiers of Kaushika so nicely. You name an item, it was there. You name an item, you think of anything, it would come. So after eating so much, then Kaushika thought, how come this poor Brahmin is able to feed? Once I went to a program, it was somebody's private program, hundreds of people were there. And it was Jagannath Rath Yatra festival here coming. I took a mic and made announcement, all of you come, you're welcome to come. And then for everyone there is prasadam. Then the businessman who hosted the big program, Swami, you have announced everyone you can come. How can you feed so many people? Then I told, neither you will feed, neither I will feed. It is Jagannath who is going to feed everyone. Jagannath feeds the entire world. You see, if you are serving Krishna, then you can feed the entire world. Tell me one businessman who is very rich or big businessman. Can he make an open announcement saying, okay, come to my house anytime, you all can eat prasadam as much as you want. Can anyone dare do that announcement? It is only Islam devotees who do that announcement. You are drowned, your temple is drowned in the loan, but still go, hey, anybody can come and prasadam. Huh? Can you tell like that? Go on the street. Everybody come to my house. Then 4 guests come say, You have a headache. It is only Prabhupada's temples. So what we make announcement? Anybody and everybody. Can you come 10 people? Bring 100, don't worry. No problem. 1,000, don't worry. For everybody, prasadam is there. Now, Kaushika was thinking that this poor Brahmin, how can he go? How is he able to feed? Then he came to know. What did he come to know? It is a cow. Then he thought, how can this cow, this wonderful cow, be the Gurukul? Gurukul should be in poverty. Some dhoti kurta people somewhere here and there running around. We should be rich. This cow should not belong to the Gurukul. And cow should belong to who? The king. Because the king is the lord. The entire property in the kingdom belongs to the king. And this cow belongs to the king. So I should have this. So that is where the demoniac mentality started. It is said in the scriptures that the property of a Brahmana, or a Gurukul, or a temple, the king doesn't have a right over it. And to nationalize the property of the temple, to nationalize the property of the Gurukul, it started with Vasishtha. How he becomes a devotee, I'll tell. He was not a devotee. If he had been a devotee, do you think he'll do all these things?
There are multiple covenants also.
Yeah, multiple. One special cow was there in the Gurukul. Special, yes.
What's the cow's name?
And Nandini is also there. Nandini, Surabhi, so many cows are there. But we're talking about Kamadeva in that group. So then he told us, he came and told us, give this cow. That told. I cannot do it. Then how dare you say that I am going to take the cow by myself? No, try out. He went with him and then tried to pull the cow. The cow did not come. He was a soldier's by force. The cow did not come. 10,000 soldiers. They're trying to pull the cow did not come. He became so upset. And he started fighting. From the Kamadevu, many soldiers came, and these soldiers defeated Kaushika's soldiers. Kaushika was upset. So then he went to Himalayas. He did tapasya. And then he brought so many astras. Astras means missiles. Yes, missiles. They are special missiles. And he brought, and he shot the missiles. Shot those astras. And he got defeated. Then he got Brahmastra, the most powerful missile, the nuclear bomb. And he shot it. Vasishtha. Vasishtha, because of his tapasya, he had special powers. He had one stick, Brahmadanda. And the entire energy got sucked into Brahmadanda. And Shah was completely upset. Then he thought, I need to do something. He went and got special powers from Lord Shiva. And he attacked the Gurukul when Vasishtha was not there. And he killed everyone, all the students, all the Brahmanas. He killed the cows. And the entire Gurukul was burned with soldiers inside. Vasishtha, when he came back, he saw the situation of the Gurukul. Everything was completely upset. All the students were killed. Blood was flowing. And he thought, let me go and commit suicide. He went to the Bias river and committed suicide, but Prakriti did not allow him. He just came back again. He thought, even I don't have a bhakti to commit suicide. Vasishtha came and was sitting very morose in the Gurukul. With all the bodies lying around, the cows being killed and all the students being dead. He heard the chanting of the Vedas. And he just went into the ashram where this chanting of the Vedas was being heard. When he went there, he saw his daughter, his son Shakti, and he was married to, he was being married. And then he asked, hey, where is this sound coming from? Then she told, It is your son's potency in my womb. He's chanting Veda. Then Vishishta came back to life in one sense. And this kid, one kid is enough to teach Veda. He'll revive the entire Vedic culture again. Yes, wait. Then a son was born to Shakti. His name was Parashara. So Vyasa's son is Shakti. Vyasa, Vasishta's son is Shakti. Vyasam Vasishtanaptaram Shaktehe Potramalkarmasham. Parasharatmajam Vande. So Vyasa gave birth to Shakti. Shakti gave birth to Parashara. So Vasishta, he personally taught Parashara, only one student in the Guru. One student. He taught Vedic literatures. And Parashara became a big Rishi, very famous Rishi. And Parashara, he was walking one day on the bank of river Yamuna. And he saw the constellation, everything was so auspicious. Anybody who will be impregnated at this time, the child will be very powerful. And that child will revive the entire Vedic knowledge. Let's look at it. So entire Vedic knowledge will be revived by whom? By the son of Ram. So by one personality will be born at the time. So he saw what to do. Then in an island, he saw one girl. He went and he told her, you see, your virginity will not be lost. I just want your womb so that a son will be born. And she agreed. And from this girl, whose name is Satyavati, who was born.
Yes.
As soon as he was born, he became big. There's no childhood of Vyasa. And he told, my dear mother, I pay obeisance. I am going towards Badari. Then she told, oh, my dear son, how can you just go like that? Then he told her, I will come to you for your help. Whenever you want. When you will just think of me, I'll come. So Vyasa, he just left towards Badari. That is why he was known as Badarayana. Vyasa is known as what? Badarayana. Badarayana means one who went towards Badari. So now Vyasa is there in Badari Ashram. As, yes.
Did the special cow?
His special cow died. That cow cannot be killed. That is the only cow which could not be killed. All the other cows were there, everything was killed. And later on, when Kaushika, he came to know that in spite of all my atrocities, Vasishta is not disturbed. If Vasishta wanted, he could just kill Vishwamitra in 1 second. But it is not the Brahmana's duty to kill someone, to fight with someone. So he was peaceful. Then he thought, I also want to become a Brahmana. So then Vishwamitra, he went. Kaushika, who later became Vishwamitra, he went in the tapasya, he became Rajarishi. Then he became Devarishi. And he became Brahmarishi. And he paid obeisances to Vasishta. Then Vasishta blessed him that you will be what? Brahmarishi. And from that day onwards, Vishwamitra became Brahmarishi. So anyhow, coming back to the point of your Vyasa. Now where is Vyasa now? He is in Badri. Now who is the son of Vyasa? Sukadeva Goswami. Now when Radha and Krishna, they are manifesting their pastimes. Now Radharani told her parrot. Radharani told her parrot. Radharani had a parrot. That you stay here, we are going. The parrot like, oh, okay, how can you stay here? No. Then Radharani told the parrot, if you stay here, then you will be glorifying my pastimes, our pastimes. So you should stay here and then speak Bhagavatam. Then the parrot agreed and stayed back. So once at that time, it so happened in Bhubaneswar. How many of you been to Bhubaneswar temple? In Bhubaneswar, Lingaraj. At that time, it was a big forest. Bhubaneswar was a forest. At that time, Parvati told Lord Shiva that, my dear husband, please tell me something very secret. And something very secret. Then Lord Shiva, he started describing Bhagavatam. He told it's the top secret, nobody should be able to hear it. Then Vyasa, Lord Shiva, by his potency, he drew away all the animals in the forest, all the birds also. And then Lord Shiva started speaking Srimad Bhagavatam to Parvati. And he was going on speaking, he was going, speaking. And somebody was saying, oh, oh, oh. After some time, Lord Shiva opens his eyes and sees Parvati is sleeping. Who is saying this? He saw there was a parrot which was flying. Lord Shiva thought, "Hey, what is this? I drove away all the birds and the animals from this forest. And how is it that this parrot? How is it this parrot? Where did it come from?" He saw there was an egg which was broken. That means when Lord Shiva, he drove away all the animals from the forest, all the birds, he could not drive away the egg. When he started speaking Bhagavatam, the parrot came out of the. Then Lord Shiva ran behind the parrot. And this parrot is none other than whose parrot? Radharani's parrot. This parrot flew all the way, went to Badri and entered the womb of Vyasa's wife. Sukadeva Goswami is there in the womb of his mother for 14 years, just imagine. 9 months itself is too much. And he's not coming out only. Then Vyasa, he went and asked, my dear son, come out of your mother's womb. How long she is going to carry you? There inside the boy told, no, I don't want to come out. Once I come out, Maya will catch me. What will catch me? Maya will catch me. Then Vyasa did tapasya and took a special boon from Krishna and told, my dear son, don't worry, you have a special boon. That even if you come out of the womb, there will be no Maya will not catch you. So then, as soon as Sukadeva Goswami was born, he came out of the womb and he started running towards the forest. Yam pravajantamanapetamupeta krityam Dvaipayano viraha katarajubhava sarvabhutandayam masnatosmi. This is Sukadeva Goswami's pranam mantra. In this pranam mantra of Sukadeva Goswami, it is described that as soon as he was born from the womb of his mother, what happened? He ran to the forest. Tanmayataya taravo vinedus. And Vyasa also started running behind, oh my son, my dear son. Sometimes it happens when the one boy joins our ashram as a brahmachari. The father comes crying, oh my son, oh my son, oh my son. So Vyasa was also running behind the son. But Sukadeva Goswami was self-realized, he was not just bothered. He was not at all bothered. Because he is self-realized soul and he has no identification, my father, my mother, my son, no identification. But Vyasa was experiencing this viraha from his son. It was not Putra viraha. It is Vaishnava viraha because Vyasa knew very well that his son is not a ordinary soul. So Vyasa, he ran behind Sukadeva Goswami and Sukadeva Goswami did not hear what Vyasa's cry. Only the trees, they were reverberating. Putre tanmayatara taya karo vinedustam sarvabhuta vidyam. So one has to pay obeisances to Sukadeva Goswami, saying that, oh Sukadeva Goswami, you have entered everybody's heart. In the same way, you also enter my heart and speak Srimad. So this is how Vasishta gave birth to Shakti, Shakti gave birth to Parashara gave birth to
Vyasa.
Vyasa gave birth to. So in this way, we have completed one pranam mantra of Vyasa. Now, as identification of Vyasa goes, Vyasaya, Vishtarupaya, Vyasarupaya, Vishnave. Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vakishaya. So, Vyasaya Vishnurupaya means what? Vyasaya Vishnurupaya. Vyasaya means what?
Yes.
Vishnurupaya. Vyasaya Vishnu.
It's like
Yeah. Rupa means form. Vyasa is Vishnu's form. And Vishnu came in the form of Vyasa. Vyasa Vishnurupaya. Vyasarupaya. Vishnave. Namaha. I came a vision sister. Brahmanidaye. Brahmanidaye means what? He is the source of all spiritual knowledge, source of Veda. Brahma also refers to Veda. Vyasaya Vishtarupaya, Vyasarupaya Vishnave. Namo Vai Brahman Vashishtaya Namo Namaha. So he belongs to the Vashishta. Now Vyasa, what all he has written? He has written all the 4 Vedas. And after writing all the 4 Vedas, he brought 4 disciples and told you take Rig Veda, you take Sam Veda, you take Indra Veda, you take Atharva Veda. He distributed the 4 Vedas to 4 disciples. Then he wrote how many Puranas? 18 Puranas. Vyasa wrote how many Puranas? 18. What is the meaning of Purana? Who can say? Purana.
Ancient.
Yeah. Purana means what? History. The real history of the world is there in the Puranas. But what you also study history in your books? But that is not history. That is a piece of story. Does your book talks about what was there in 19th century America 500 years back?
Yeah.
What was there in America? Empty land. America Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there. Very good. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can appear anywhere. Isn't it? He has to tell of what I'm coming. He can appear anywhere. I'm talking about the history of America. He says it was empty land. Native Americans. Is there in the record? What were they doing? Why?
I think Columbus found the land.
Columbus found the land. Okay. After finding the land, whom did he find here?
The native.
The Native Americans. Where did they go?
They got married to Rising.
Huh?
They were moved, like the land was taken and moved.
Where?
They were
Where?
sent to slavery.
They were sent to slavery.
Yeah, they were sent to slavery and they were
How
killed
many? Why don't you find them now?
because of the disease.
Because of diseases.
The
Why only they got disease? Why not the Europeans?
It's the Europeans. They brought to the ships one.
So they brought European, they did not die, only Native Americans died.
Yeah, because the Europeans were used to disease.
So that is why it's all his story. They were killed. 25 million people were killed. 25 million people were killed. Because they had only bows and arrows. And these people had guns. And then you celebrate as Thanksgiving Day. Thank you. You should. Thank you for your land. And now we have got the liberty to use your land. So what you study as history, it is not history. It is his
Story.
Like you go to in India, also there is a history book. It goes. Listen. India also has history. And all the history books which are written, they are actually not histories. Actually not histories. They are what? His story. Whose story? The story written by the conqueror. The conqueror. Tell me, how many of you have been to South America? Okay, you have not been to South America. How many of you know there is one country called Peru? Okay, there is a country called Peru. What is the capital? Lima. Okay. Now tell me, which language do they speak in Peru? How far is Spain from Peru?
A whole ocean.
Almost 7,000, 8,000 miles. Isn't it? What is the language of Peru? I'm asking, what is the language of Peru? There's no language? Yes. You know what is the language? Their language is Quechua. Their language is Aymara. But nobody speaks. They forgot. Why? The conquest. Who conquered them? And then made them forget their history, their language. Yes. And that language which they spoke, there is one language for Gauruni, and that is Sanskrit. They used to speak. In the Spanish door, the sword on their neck. You speak Spanish, otherwise. So, what is real history? It is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Purana. Vyasa wrote the history of the entire world in the Purana. It is not that, oh, Puranas talk about the history of India. No. Puranas talk about the history of the entire world. Not only this world, it talks about the history of the entire universe.
Even how China tried to look at it.
Yeah, everything. What is Tibet? Manas Sarovar. That is the place where rishis were. How did this word Russia come from? Rishayaha became many rishis were there. What do you say, Behan, in English? What is the Sanskrit for it? Huh? What do you say, bhai, in Hindi, in English? What is the Sanskrit for it? How did this word name come from? Name. Naam. What does it mean? Everything has its roots in. And do your textbook teach all these things? They don't teach. Because if they teach, then they have to accept that Vedic culture was superior. Top ones. Vedic sciences were top. So Vyasa wrote the Puranas. He had written all the Vedas. And written what? All the Puranas. And he also wrote Mahabharata. How many of you heard this word Mahabharata? Mahabharata. Atha Shri Mahabharata Katha. Now tell me, why Mahabharata is called Mahabharata? Yes.
I think it is big word.
Maha means big. Bharata means India. This word is being taught to you, but it is not. We'll talk about Mahabharata. Once upon a time, there were rishis, all the sages, and all the demigods. They were having discussion. The Vedas are superior or Mahabharata is superior. At that time, Mahabharata was not known as Mahabharata. Which is superior? Then there's a big tarazu, balance which was wrong. Balance, scale. On one side, Vedas were kept. On the other side, what was kept? Mahabharata was kept. Then what happened? One side what was kept? Other side? Then what happened? The side where Mahabharata was kept, that went down. The side where Vedas were kept, that went. So which was more heavy? And what you call heavy in Sanskrit? Bhara. Bhara means what? Heavy. Because Bharatvacha, Mahabharata is heavier than the Veda, that is why it's called Bhara. And Mahatvacha, because it is greater than, Maha means greater than Veda, that is it's called Mahatvacha, Bharatvacha iti Mahabharata. So which was heavier? That is why it is named as Mahabharata. So Vyasa wrote what first?
Vedas,
Then he wrote,
Puranas,
then he wrote, and he also wrote one very complicated book called Vedanta Sutra. What is that book named as? Vedanta Sutras. How many of you know Vedanta Sutras? First Sutra. Yesterday I made you recite. I made you recite yesterday. You remember? I told you. Remember now. How? You chanted something. Remember yesterday in class I told you chant something. You repeated, making yourself straight. What did you chant yesterday? Yes. Very good. The first aphorism is what? Om Brahma Jignasa Om Jannatyasyada Om Shastraya Vitvat Om Huteshuddhamratvat Om Gatta Samyat Om Ekam Bhakti Prabhudavanti Om. Very complicated. Just imagine, Sutra means like a formula. You heard about formula?
yeah.
We will go in this course, isn't it? But it has got lot of meaning in minimum number of words. It is called. And these Vedanta Sutras require what? Heavy explanation. Requires. So Vyasa wrote Vedanta Sutras. Can you leave it peacefully? You be peaceful, let it also be peaceful. That also should be peaceful. So Vyasa wrote first four.
Vedas,
Then,
Puranas,
then,
Mahabharata,
then,
Puranas.
just imagine what all he has written. But in spite of writing all these things, he was a foolish man. In spite of writing all these things, he was very blessed. Just imagine the author of all these things himself is unhappy. Then what to speak of those who read? Then what to speak of those who follow? Isn't it? Then he started sitting on the bank of river Saraswati. How many of you been to Badri? Only one. You not been to Badri? People are going, very, very good. So all of you should join in Yatra. Badri Yatra, Tiruvadri. So he was sitting on the bank of river Saraswati. If you go to Badri, about 10 kilometers north of Badri, that is the last village of India, Managaon. There is one river which is flowing called Saraswati. Saraswati River. Heard about Saraswati River? Huh? And in your books you'll find the mystical Vedic river of Saraswati. The mystical Vedic river of Saraswati. They have no idea what is Saraswati all about. Saraswati River is flowing there. On the western bank of Saraswati River, Vyasa is sitting. The place is known as Samyak Plaza. Vyasa is sitting in contemplating. What? I am not happy in spite of writing all the Vedas, writing all the Puranas, writing all the Vedanta Sutras, Mahabharata. I am not. I was thinking maybe I am not happy because I have not described Krishna's pastime enough. What are you thinking? I am not happy maybe because
Krishna,
I have not described Krishna's. At that time Narada came. Who came?
Narada,
Narada Muni came. Where did he come? Samyak Prasad. So as soon as Narada came, who is the guru of Vyasa? Narada. So as soon as Guru comes, what you're supposed to do? Welcome. So he was welcome. Vyasa made Narada sit on a nice Sukmasinam, nice place. And then he started worshipping Narada. Narada was smiling, looking at Vyasa. Why was he smiling? Why was he smiling?
That Vyasa was thinking
In spite of all these things, he was, in spite of means tatapi. Tatapi means what? Still, in spite of, just imagine. Vyasa, after writing all these things, after this great achievement, in spite of that, he was. So that is a very important lesson Vyasa taught to all of us. You get first rank, tatapi. You get the admission in the best college, tatapi. You get the best of the jobs, then you'll be like that on the side. You get married. You get a green card. You get citizenship. And some of the world is this. So then Narada, while smiling, he told Vyasa, Jigyastavatītam cha brahma yattat sanatanam tatapi sochasyatmanah kritarthaiva prabhu. Tatapi sochasyatmanah akritarthaiva prabhu. In spite of writing Mahabharata, it has got all the aspects of knowledge. You name a branch of knowledge that is there in Mahabharata. In spite of that, you are dissatisfied. In spite of writing Brahma Sutras, Vedanta Sutras, still you are. Why? What is the cause? Just imagine, you go to a doctor. Hey, doctor says, hey, what happened to you? Then what do you say to the doctor? Hey, you are a doctor, no? You should tell. Then Vyasa told, you are my guru. And being guru, you are like Vayuryavatma Sakshi, like you are the air which is all pervading. You know better about my problem than myself. You are like the sun who is roaming around, and that is why you know better about my problem. Yes.
So, did he actually know the problem?
That is what he was not knowing. दो ही शक्ति आवेश अवतार, but he was not going. His Shakti was only limited to writing the Veda. He wrote the Veda. But still he was not. Then Narada, he told Vyasa, the reason for your unhappiness is this. You want to listen? What is the reason for unhappiness? Yes. Then Vyasa told, no, I have described the pastimes of Krishna in the Puranas. Then what did Vyasa say? I described the pastimes of Krishna in the Puranas. Then Narada told Vyasa, you have described. But along with the descriptions of Krishna's pastimes, you have described about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You have described about so many other subjects. You described about what? So many other subjects. Like, if I say that there is one very beautiful girl, you say, oh, you are so beautiful. Oh, with you, the buffalo is also so beautiful. How will she feel? Huh? And she felt bad. Oh, don't worry. You are more beautiful than the buffalo. Then that is what the problem was done by Vyasa in the Puranas. He glorified Krishna definitely. Ganesh also glorified. Huh? Oh, by hearing about Krishna, you will go to Goloka. And the next chapter you open, you do this, you will go to Swarga. So it was a big victory. Everything was glorified together. So Narada told Vyasa, you should write one book in which there should be only glorification of Krishna and nothing else. You should write one book in which what should be there? Glorification of Krishna and nothing. Then Narada told Vyasa, you see, why I am telling this? Because it is only the glories of Krishna which is going to satisfy the soul. And hearing the glories of Krishna, which is bhakti, that has to be glorified. Bhakti has to be glorified. Then Vyasa told, I have glorified bhakti in the Puranas. Narada became very angry and told Vyasa, you idiot, on the name of glorifying bhakti, you have insulted bhakti. What did he say?
In the name of God and Bhakti of himself.
Vyasa told, how did I insult bhakti? Then Narada told, you have told that by bhakti you get mukti. What did he say? Is it right or wrong? How many of you say by bhakti you get mukti?
It's about
That is an insult to bhakti. Because bhakti starts after mukti. What is it? No, it is an IIT question. Which verse in Bhagavad Gita tells this point? Count 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. Which verse in Bhagavad Gita tells this? First verse. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Na Shochati Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labate Para Madda Bhaktim Labate means so he gets bhakti. Who gets bhakti? Who is? Brahma Bhuta. How many of you are Brahma Bhutas? We are not even Bhutas. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. One who is totally satisfied, Brahma Bhuta. Krishna says, I am going to give them. How many of you have bhakti? I was thinking I'm a devotee. One who gets bhakti? One who is? So after Brahma Bhuta Avastha means the Avastha of liberation. Only liberated souls get. Now, how do you become liberated? By bhakti. Tell me the verse which says by bhakti you get liberated. Bhagavad Gita. Panditji. Your father is a Pandit. Isn't it? Yes, Prabhu. Maam chayo abhyabicharena bhakti yogena sevate. You all know, but it's not coming out. You know why? Because it's not rusted. Plate is rusted. You require oiling. Nice ghee you take, then everything will happen. Yeah, you know, you take all this putana milk, it won't happen. That is why in your Goshala, don't drink putana. Only Desi cow should be there. Then you get the Desi cow milk, Desi cow ghee, then your brain will function nicely. So, now that told Vyasa that you have insulted what? Bhakti. How did you insult? By saying that by bhakti you get mukti. Rather, bhakti starts. So you should write a book in which it is described. What is described? Bhakti starts after mukti. Even muktas do. So that is why he selected Sukadeva. Sukadeva Goswami was what? He was liberated by birth. And he took up recitation of. So we'll discuss one verse and then finish for today because Narada, he told Vyasa, my dear Vyasa, I will tell you that this Bhagavatam, what you are seeing here, which you are going to write, this Bhagavatam which you are going to write, it will be translated into English. Who told this? How many years back? 5,000 years back, Narada told Vyasa that the book which you are going to write, which is going to be complete with only Krishna's pastimes. Number two, which will talk about how liberated souls also do bhakti. That book will be translated into. Who predicted this? Who predicted this? Narada predicted. How many of you want to know the words? How many know the words? You all know the verse, but you don't know that verse is talking about this point. Please recite this verse after me. Let me see who can memorize it one shot. That is Shrutidhar. Shrutidhar means what? Just by hearing once, you remember. Just by hearing once, you remember. Let me see who has got the brains. Otherwise, I'll take away the brains. What is the use? If you have good brains, then keep it. Otherwise, what is the use? Please recite after me. Tadva visargo. Tadva visargo. Janatagha viplavo. Janatagha viplavo. Yasmin pratishlokam. Dhavatyapi. Yasmin pratishlokam. Dhavatyapi. Namani rupani. Nishankitanya. Kirvanti gayanti. Krinanti sadhava. So, how many of you heard this verse before? Yes. Very important verse. Because in this verse, Narada predicts. What does he predict? That
Properly, post this contains Lord's glories. It should be sung and cherished by all the greats.
So, this verse predicts ISKCON in America. This verse predicts what?
ISKCON in America.
Yeah. Okay. Tadvag means Tad refers to whom? Krishna. Whenever the word Tad comes, it should be understood it is what? Krishna. Tad Vidhi means what? Krishna. Tad means Krishna. Tad Dejati Tadnegati Taddure Tadvantige Tadantarasya Sarvasya Tattu Sarvasyasya Bhagyata. What does it say? Tad means Krishna. Now this Tat means Krishna. Here Tadvag means what? Words describing
Krishna.
Tadvag Visarga. Visarga means what? Visarga means what? Creation. Tadvag Visargo. Visarga. Sarga means creation. Visarga means beyond creation. That means the words describing Krishna, they are beyond. They are not of this world. Now, what this Bhagavatam, which is Tadva Visarga, which is beyond this world, what this Bhagavatam do is, Janata means people in general. Agha means what? Sin. Viplava means what? Means by studying this Bhagavatam, Narada tells Vyasa, there will be a revolution in the sinful life of people. Now, the first prediction is, Narada tells Vyasa, this book called Bhagavatam, which you are going to write, will be read by thousands of sinful people. Narada say, this Bhagavatam will be read by thousands of people. Now tell me, when it happened? In the past 5,000 years, when did thousands of sinful people started reading Bhagavatam?
When Srila Prabhupada spread.
Yes, when Srila Prabhupada brought this Bhagavatam to America. Because in India, Bhagavatam was there. Who are reading those Bhagavatam? Pious people were reading. Meat eaters were reading Bhagavatam? No. So, Narada predicted, Vyasa, you write this Bhagavatam so that Srila Prabhupada, after 5,000 years, is going to bring this Bhagavatam where? And prediction that Bhagavatam will come to America, and who are going to read them? Those who are eating cow meat read Bhagavatam. What happened? Now they don't even eat onion garlic. Those who are taking drugs, intoxicated 24 hours a day, now they don't even drink tea, coffee. And that is called revolution. Revolution means what? Complete transformation. That is called revolution. So Narada is born in this world. That is the glory of this Bhagavad. Not easy. Not an ordinary thing. And you're all sitting here today because Narada spoke this word. In America, sinful people, thousands of sinful people, not 3 or 4. Revolution doesn't happen by 3 or 4. Revolution happens by thousands of people. So thousands of sinful people reading Bhagavatam and giving up sin, that happened only when? You may say, this is only just by chance. Go to the next slide. Tattva visargo janagada viplavo yasmin pratishlokam abadhvatyavi. Yasmin pratishlokam, in that Bhagavatam, that means there will be a translation of the Bhagavatam in which there will be abadhaka, means it will be improperly composed. Grammatically, literally, Prabhupada personally told, English is not my is not even my first language. So there may be some grammatical mistakes. There will be some literary mistakes. Now tell me, which commentary on Bhagavatam had a literary and grammatical mistakes? Only this. Because those who translated and then he gave commentary in Bhagavatam, the Prabhupada, in Sanskrit or in Telugu, all those commentaries were written by great scholars. Even if you search, you will not find a single mistake. That means abhaddhata will be there in the commentary. In which commentary? Like for example, Srila Prabhupada in the Bhagavad Gita, he writes one line. He says, the next soul is, intelligence is the next door neighbor of the soul. My dear Andhra people, we know, we use this slang, but it is wrong English. There is nothing like next door neighbor. Neighbor means next door only. Please return this book back to me. Return means back only. Na? It's called Andhra English. Very crazy English. So, like you have Bihar English also. School jaoge? School. So, you have a typical thing. So, there are some, what? Which mistakes? Some mistakes. No problem. Because Narada predicted this. This is the second proof that this Bhagavatam is predicted by whom? Vyasa. And third, yes. Bhagavatam is written in every single language. It means you mean to say, is it translated in every single language? It is definitely translated in Telugu. Telugu only. In Kannada, in Bengali. Practically all the famous languages in the world, it has been translated. It is being translated in Spanish too. Because I was in South America and they gave me Bhagavatam. I thought English, what is English? I thought a lot of spelling mistakes are there. In Espanol. Then I saw Cotro. I spoke some Spanish words. Cuatro canto. That special way of taking things. Anyhow, yes,
I think quattro means
yes, quattro means four. Okay. Yeah. First is what? Tattva, Visargo, Janataga, Viplava means what? There will be a revolution. Simple like people. Number two, the Bhagavata will be translated or commented in a language which is having abadhata. Abadhata. Now the third, in spite of that abadhata, in spite of it being improperly composed, still Ranvanti, Gayanti, Rinanti, Sadhava. That means intelligent people will accept it. In Prabhupada, with great humility in the Tattva, he says that intelligent people around the world, they are accepting this Bhagavatam and reading it in their lives. It is considered a great textbook. So, in the pages of Bhagavatam, in the Narada personally comes and then predicts that in the Prabhupada's Bhagavatam will appear in this world, in this part of the world, and then transform the lives of millions of people. There will be revolution. So I request all of you that if you really want that there should be a nice, wonderful center here in Frederick, it's called Frederick. You want to have a temple here nearby in Frederick? How many want to have a temple in Frederick? If you want to have a temple in Frederick, and how far is the farm from Frederick? 15 minutes. If you want to have a farm, the cows be coming and happy, then you have to make your spiritual master happy. Who is your spiritual master? And who is your spiritual master?
Yes,
In the Bhakti Samastha. Who is his spiritual master? Who's spiritual master? Who's spiritual master? You go and you come to whom? Vyasa. And who is Vyasa's spiritual master? Narada's spiritual master? Brahma's spiritual master? So if you want to please the parampara, when you please the parampara, all your desires will be fulfilled. So please the parampara, what you're supposed to do? You should have this Bhagavatam installed in how many houses in Frederick? This year. This Bhadra Purnima, how many sets Frederick congregation is going to do? Who is the boss? Is the boss. Yes, he will not decide. You all will decide. Yeah, tell him a figure. How many Bhagavatams will be installed? Yes.
1 million.
You have a heart attack. Yes. 5 will be done today only. 5 Bhagavatam sets will be done today. Okay, 500 sets. Paka? You have how many Indian families in Frederick?
Like 100.
Huh?
It's fine.
How many? How many? Anybody has any idea? In Frederick, how many? Huh? Around 10,000. Out of 10,000, you have to install Bhagavatam in how many houses? 500. Either 500 houses in Frederick or their houses in India. You have so much of chance. That means 10,000 here and 10,000 in, so you have 20,000. 20,000 houses. And their relatives, their friends. So 500 is the target. Ready? How many of you are not ready? How many of you are ready? Haribo! Okay, let's start with 5 today. 5. How many of you are going to have Bhagavatam in your house? 5 people only. Now, 1, already 1, 2. Yeah, same family. Very good. So children, they read in English, and your parents you can read in Gujarati or Telugu. So today, how many copies? One for you, one for you. Whatever, one for you, two for you, two. So three done. Two more required today. Telugu కూడా ఉందమ్మా. మీ ఇంటికి పంపించేసేయండి. Telugu, all of you have Bhagavatam in your house?
Yeah.
Those who don't have Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is Krishna. Who is Bhagavatam? Krishna is?
Bhagavatam.
No, tell me. Stand up. So, shoot everyone. First and second canto. First and second canto. Who? Please.
First.
First and second. And then third and fourth canto. Krishna's size. Fifth canto. No. You are tubeless because your hair is hanging on your forehead. You have to cut your hair. I told her. Your hair is falling down. Stand as this far. Sixth canto. Look at them and tell me. I know. Sixth canto about the interest of Krishna. And seventh and eighth canto are? Ninth canto is? Which is the? Tenth canto. Forehead is? Head is? So Krishna's body is compared to how many? 10 candles. What is it worth? All of you listen to this word carefully. Listen to this person. Okay? All. No attention. Ado yadiyo pratamastyutiyo yadiyatudyo tadito yaduru nabhistata panchameva chasto bhujantaram dorijalam tatani antastu rajan navamo yadiyo ukarabindam datanam prabhallam ekadasho yastalalatabhaktam tiroti yadvadasha eva bhati नमामि देवं करुणानिधानं कमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवतस्वरूपम्. So 3 verses talk about how Krishna body comparing to Bhagavatam's 12 cantos. The 2 feet of Krishna are
First and second.
thighs of Krishna are
Third.
fifth canto is
Stomach.
navel.
Table.
Sixth canto is
Chest.
heart. Face is
Hat.
twelfth canto is
Head.
Oh, yeah.
got it. So if you have Bhagavatam in your house, that means who is there in your house?
Krishna.
If you don't have Bhagavatam, who is there in your house?
Nobody.
Ghost.
Maya.
Ghost. Yeah.
It's true that having Bhagavatam removes all the obstacle avasthas and stage 5.
Yes. Natta praye samudreshu. All obstacles, all the nattas are gone. Otherwise, I have gone. So today 3 are done. 2 more. Telugulo about ready? Very good. Wonderful. 25. One more set. Yes. Or 5 today. How many are left now? September 495. You now Nilmada Prabhu, when he confirms that you have done 495 board and completed the target of 500, then only I'll come here to Frederick. Otherwise, I'll go via Frederick and go and serve the cows. Okay? Ready? Otherwise, resign your jobs, come to India, be in a Gurukul and then you study Bhagavatam. What is the use of all the earning money and all? So you should get the money. How much? 500 Bhagavatam means, what is the rate of Bhagavatam? $300?
No,
250. 250 multiplied by 500 round rupees. $125,000 is nothing. Yeah. Just have to keep 10% of your salary. Yeah, 1 month salary, 10% is enough. How many months are there? No, till now it's April, isn't it? Forget about April. We have budgeted all of it. May, June, July, August, September. 5 months are there for Bhadra Purnima. In 5 months, you have to take only
10%.
10% off, not all 5 months. Only 1 month. Only 1 month ka, what is it? 1 month ka
10%.
10%. Done. Over. Target over. Then you can distribute Bhagavatam to the entire Frederick. Either you purchase and give or sell. Yeah, we can send it to India also. We can install it Bhagavatam in India. We can install it in South America. I mean, poor people. India also, in some villages we can send. We'll install. Last time I remember I installed 75 Bhagavatam sets in different rural schools in Telangana, near Hyderabad. Sri Ram Prabhu did it. 75 Bhagavatam sets. It's called Silicon Valley. They send those Bhagavatam sets. I went in school in a slum area. I went in install. Everywhere Muslims were there. Muslims. In between that slum, Saraswati Vidya Mandir. There the Bhagavatam came. And I made children chant the Bhagavatam, install the Bhagavatam. Their principal was crying practically. But you actually gave us life and hope to stay among Muslims and then our children will get Bhagavatam. Inside the family. So you can do those things also. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
No question?
Big round of applause.
Clapping and all is all vested. Understand? Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
When sometimes you clap, it means stop it. No, enough. Enough. Go, please go. Any questions?
Any questions? Any questions? No questions?
I'm very hungry. One question. Because I don't want you to be cursed by this.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much about this Bhagavatam glories. It is really so I'm just trying to understand Maharaj, development from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Some people don't, they think that they both are same. That you can elaborate and how they help each other and study both of them.
We have a 5-point formula. The distinction between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. First, let us get the numericals right. Bhagavad Gita has how many verses? 700. Bhagavatam has
18,000.
And Bhagavad Gita has how many chapters?
18,000.
Bhagavatam has how many cantos? Okay. So you got the numerical literature. Then we'll go to the the continuity. This is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita in the sense, in the teaching by Krishna, 1866. Sarvadharman.
Swami
The Bhagavatam ends by Krishna telling, give up all kinds of religions and surrender. Bhagavatam starts with Dharma Prodita Veta Votra Paramo Nimmatsaranam Satam Vedyamma Savamastu Jivadam Srimad Bhagavate Papareri Sadhyo Vidyavaradhyate Tagdivihi Shushrushvitakshana. So where Gita ends, Bhagavatam begins. Now, Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita, what does he say? You should think of me at the time of death, isn't it? So Bhagavad Gita tells us what to do. Bhagavad Gita tells us, Bhagavatam tells us how to do it. How do you think of Krishna at the time of death? Like this one did. So Bhagavad Gita tells us what?
What to do?
What to do. Bhagavatam tells us.
How to do it?
Now Bhagavad Gita tells us who is God. Bhagavad Gita tells us
Who is
who is he?
Krishna.
Bhagavatam tells us what God does. Bhagavatam tells us what? Who can repeat all the five? Chalo, you. First one.
Numerical difference. No. Bhagavad Gita tells us about God.
Numerical, no? Let's start with that. Bhagavad Gita has how many? 700 shlokas. Bhagavatam has
18
Bhagavad Gita has
Bhagavatam is 12.
next. Gita ends.
And the word Gita and Bhagavatam starts.
What is the ending?
That give all religion.
Bhagavatam starts with same thing. Dharma Prodita Veta. And then Gita tells us what to do. Bhagavatam tells us then Gita
It
talks
tells
about
us about God
who is God.
and Bhagavatam tells about God.
Okay? At least five. We can list more many, but because five Bhagavatam sets on it. Huh? Now, what is the homework for all of you? Read Bhagavatam. That is, you have taken yesterday, na? One go. What was the go? Yesterday you take one Bhagavatam verse. Now, that you are going to do anyhow. But to achieve that 500, what you are going to do? Call one person per day. Shoot an arrow. Like when we were small kids like this, we used to go to a mango tree. Take the stone and sometimes what happens? You get the mango sometimes. Sometimes 10 stones you put, not in a single mango. Sometimes you put one stone, 10 mangoes come. Yeah. Like that, from today onwards, what are you going to do? You go to the office, you talk to please stay. Next time you go another day, you go meet somebody. You take Bhagavatam. Hey, no other worker. You also. Not bad. You are bad. Check with me. It doesn't matter what. But still, third day you go and see, I have a gift for you. Okay. No, I was searching for this. I just wanted, baby, can I get in Gujarati? You get in Gujarati. I want two for my daughter also. She doesn't know Gujarati. She wants to learn English. You'll find somebody. So every day you're going to try out to sell one set of Bhagavatam. That is the homework. Even for children also. You can go and ask your teacher, do you know what is Bhagavatam? Hey, what happened to you? Then you tell them. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. How many differences minimum? Go and tell your teacher, teach your teacher. Teach your teacher. Isn't it? Make those Putanas, Dakinis, Tatakas, Surpanakas into gopis. Try out. Otherwise, get out. Get out of the school. Okay. Stop here. Hare Krishna.
We would really like to thank the host today. There is Leena Mataji in the corner there. Leena Mataji, please. And Dingraj Prabhu is here. And we have these wonderful daughters here. He's playing.
He's playing.
So we would like to thank them. They hosted the program. They opened up the house for us.
Yeah, wonderful. So you have Bhagavatam in your house? You don't have Bhagavatam? Hey. Install.
Yes.
So you want Bhagavatam, you go to Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
You want Telugu? We have plenty. We have
For
many
the
also. What in which language? Telugu, English. English is okay? Telugu. English. English. So English Bhagavatam. Haribol, Jai. Haribol. So I got over, started. The sixth one started. How many left now?
494.
So you're going to post in your WhatsApp group 494 more to go. Like that. When it reaches 500, then tell me.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Loud Haribol from Pracharak. Thank you very much. Maharaj, Swami.
Dakshin,